everybody, Invisiblekatana here. Doing this video because normally I don't do stuff about current events, things like that, because I try to keep my channel entertaining and not just like depressing and full of annoying stories about really dumb people. But some stuff just it's too crazy to not talk about, and I had to talk about people being mad about Disney having gay characters for like the first time, which it's taken a long time for that, and it doesn't matter when it happens, somebody's going to be mad about it. But I wanted to start off because there are two things that actually got people kind of riled up. The first one, I don't know if it just certainly doesn't have the same impact. The second story is Beauty and the Beast, you probably know that. But the first one is actually for Star vs. the Forces of Evil, which is on Disney XD. And I was surprised that the news for that was even as big as it was. Like, I saw it on the internet first, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I actually heard it on like a local radio station here in my city, and I was like, wow, I'm very surprised that it really made that big news, especially with it being Disney XD. It's like, it's not even the main Disney channel. It's where they throw like everything they buy. It's like, let's just throw it on Disney XD because that's where all the Marvel stuff is. That's where Star Wars is. And so, yeah, that's where Star vs. the Forces of Evil is. And I don't watch the show myself. I love the theme song, and I know that. But I was like, okay, it's Star vs. the Forces of Evil. I'm familiar with that show. I was like, well, I'll just check out exactly what this scene is because I'm sure someone's going to be mad over something minuscule. And it couldn't have been more minuscule. Like, it was insane how fast the scene was because it was the first ever same-sex kiss on Disney ever. And it was a male couple first, and then like less than a second later it was a female couple. But the way it happens is it's so fast, you don't even realize it unless you're like really looking for it. Like, I noticed the guys faster than I noticed the girls because the dude had a mustache and I was like, the other person looks like a guy. But I didn't know it was going to be like one after the other, so I was looking, and then I kind of was like, okay, there's the guys, and then I thought the girls would like have their focus, but it was like right after, it's like, here it is, and that was it, and it was done, and I was like, oh, that took like a total of 2 seconds to see that, and I was like, that's nothing. And I think, maybe the female couple may have actually been the old couple, because that looked like two women to me, so maybe it was a guy couple, and then a guy and a girl, and then the older couple was two females. I couldn't really tell. I was just like, I was so uninterested because it didn't make a difference. I was like, I don't even care if I know which couple are the gay couples because it just didn't matter to me. And it was just crazy. I was like, alright. Of course people are mad over that. It's so stupid. It's like a second. I watched it twice and it still only took up like 2 seconds of my entire life. And of course there's some sort of, controversy around that. And that was the smaller thing. And I was like, I'm not surprised that it didn't blow up as crazy as it did, but it was still historic for Disney. It was the first time they'd ever had that within any of their properties. And then we go on to like the giant controversy. So of course, Beauty and the Beast is coming out next week, and people are losing their mind that LeFou is like officially announced as a gay character, which I'm not a big fan of Beauty and the Beast. But I told this story to my girlfriend, and she was like, I'm pretty sure he was gay in like the original cartoon. And then I watched a reviewer review the movie that's coming out, and he said the same thing. He was like, there's a big controversy about the character being gay, and he was like, I'm surprised that's news because he's been gay since the old movie. And I was like, wow, that makes it even dumber that idiots are angry about it. Like, it's insane to me. And of course, you go on Facebook and you read it, it's all the same stuff. It's the gay agenda, which like, it blows my mind when people say that type of stuff. And it's the same sort of people that get mad if there's like, it's like people who are mad about Star Wars having female leads. It's like, what? Like, that doesn't even make sense. We've had 2 full trilogies with male leads, and then people are like losing their mind over that. And then there's race stuff with like a black stormtrooper. There's like, I feel like there's all the same sorts of idiots. So it's stuff like that, and then they're freaking out. It's like, I mean, it's amazing. I wonder if these people think magic is real, because they're the type of people who are like, they believe that seeing gay people makes people gay. Like, I read that comment and I was like, wow. I honestly did not know that people still thought that sort of thing. And it's just like, it's mind-boggling, which, of course, these are the same sort of people that they're so stupid they think that, but they don't use the same logic on the other. And like, if that were the case, then wouldn't everyone be straight? Because there were basically no gay characters in media for decades and decades. When television was invented, we had movies and then eventually televisions. No gay characters were really shown in that outside of maybe caricature type things. And it was that way for a super long time. And now people are flipping out that it's more common to see gay characters in TV shows, and they act like, oh, it's a big deal. Like, I read, it's the type of, I keep saying the type of person, but I read a comment where somebody put like, you know, I don't mind it or something like that, but it feels like it's being shoved down my throat. And I'm like, that's the person who doesn't realize how bigoted they are. They don't think they are, but then they say something like that as if it's a problem. And like, I'm tired of it, but I don't really mind it that much. I'm like, you just don't understand what you are. So it's really an interesting world we live in. And I don't know why I did this video. Like I said, people are so dumb sometimes. And I would love if someone can truly hone in on how this makes any sense. I would love to hear that, because it doesn't. Like, there's no logical explanation. I mean, people are just dumb and bigoted, and we're dealing with so much crap right now in the country, and this is a worldwide sort of thing. Russia doesn't want to, I think it got like an adult-only rating because the character's gay in Russia. Like, that's insane. The big reason this kind of kicked up was because like a theater in Alabama, which, you know, Southern Alabama Justice, I guess, they don't want to play it because it's a gay character, and people talking about, you know, boycotting Disney and the gay agenda. I don't know. I mean, they're dumb. So I just really, it's hard for me to comprehend that sort of stupidity. But sometimes I just, like, this is one of the things I just had to talk about. I was like, of all the things, it's not even real characters. You know, these are characters. Like, it's not like they made this character and it was originally like a live action person. It was like, it started as an animated film, and of course, you know, as a lot of people said, he was definitely gay in the old movie too. But it's like, now he's officially gay, and it's a big deal, and it's an actual person. And apparently, the segment in that was about as long as the Star vs. Forces of Evil thing. There was like a buff dude or whatever during one of the musical segments, and LeFou like smiles when he grabs a hold of him, and they like dance like off the screen, and that was it apparently. So it only takes half a second for somebody to think that their child is being like turned gay, which like I said, I don't know. Maybe they really believe in magic. Maybe it's the moonshine. I really don't understand it, but had to make a video on it because it was just getting to me, and I was like, I have to do this before the film comes out. I mean, I don't plan on seeing the film. It doesn't matter to me. It makes me want to see it just because it's so spiteful, but it won't make a difference. People are just dumb sometimes, and I don't know. I felt like I needed to make this video just talking about it because it was crazy to me. People were mad over a cartoon where fake characters, not even real humans, are kissing, and then they're mad about another fake character played by an actual person, but he doesn't actually kiss anyone in this either. He's just officially gay. Like, I would love to know if those same people are mad at like J.K. Rowling for saying that Dumbledore was gay, and like he never did anything in the actual films or in the novels or anything like that. Would those people be mad at her now, and they're like, I hate that character now because he's gay? Like, I would love to know what those people think about stuff like that, where it's like, we didn't know as the story went on, but retroactively it said that. So I don't know if there's anyone like that who might be watching and you made it through the whole video. I would love to know what you think about that. If anyone has an experience where they knew someone who started to hate like Harry Potter because of that news, I would love to know what you thought about that, because that would like blow my mind if someone got that upset about it for something that doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't. But people, it just, I don't know, weird stuff continues on. Like, the stupidest things continue on in this country and across the planet. It's just crazy. But as little as I typically talk about it, I don't know, this one really got to me, and it was just so crazy that it was such a big deal. And I've seen articles where people make fun of it, of course, because it's like, people are mad that this one character is gay in a film about a woman who is basically dating like a giant monster. Like, yeah, he was human, but she didn't know that. She didn't see him that way. So it's just crazy what people pick and choose to be bigoted about. But I thought I'd make a video. Would love to know how you guys feel about the idiocy of this controversy, and you know, if you knew about the Star vs. Forces of Evil thing, if you're a fan of that, how you guys felt about people making a big deal out of nothing, and of course the Beauty and the Beast thing, once again making a big deal out of nothing whatsoever. But in general, want to know what you guys think about this subject, so please put your comments down in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know if something will just get to me like this one did. I don't know why. I mean, there's so many more important actual things happening, but this one was just like, maybe that's why. It was like, it's all fake stuff, and people still get just as mad as like with actual politics, and it's like on the same level of rage and hatred, and I'm just like, wow, it doesn't even matter. It's fake people. But maybe that's just a part of it. I think that's really what it was. People were so mad about that, and it's not even real. So I don't know. I think that's why I ended up doing this. But like I said, would love to know what you guys thought about this weird, stupid controversy for the show as well as the film. So please put your comments down in the comment section below. And of course,